everyone, it's Lex Lianos with Compass Real Estate in Northern Virginia. I'm back today with another video on transparency. If you missed our last video on how a realtor's commission works, I'm going to put the link in the description below. Today's video is going to focus on data integrity. It is a major issue in our industry. Essentially what happens is all the data on all the different websites that you look at flows from the data that we input to our multiple listing service. And then our MLS then sends that data in a data feed out to all the other websites. The problem comes from all these other websites interpreting that data in a slightly different way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to a screenshot of the 3 most popular websites that I think that most consumers look at and show you how the data gets shown differently in each one of those websites. Here you go. The first part of the data integrity issue is status. So let's start with an example, and you can see here it says active under contract. Now if we go to some of the other websites, I'm going to pick the 3 most popular ones. We'll start with Zillow. So Zillow shows this property as contingent, and most people don't know what that means. So it says contingent there, and it says this home is contingent here. Unfortunately, it also shows the red dot. So while this is technically correct, it's active under contract, but the contract has contingencies. It shows up in the active list, which confuses a lot of consumers. I cannot tell you how many times somebody contacts me about a property they saw on Zillow and they see the red dot and they assume it's active. However, it is actually under contract. Now, you go to another website, homes.com, it doesn't say anything about the status. It just says listed. It doesn't even say it's under contract. So on this site, you would think that this property is fully available, when in fact it is under contract. And then finally, I picked Redfin because it's another one of the most popular sites. Redfin actually does it correctly in my opinion, because this says under contract. The next topic where there are data problems is in the way square footage is displayed. So if you see this here, above grade square footage, 719. Many properties have 2 or 3 different square footage numbers, and it's very confusing. In general, our tax assessor counts the square footage of a house, the above grade square footage. That's the taxable living area. So if you go down here, there's also finished square footage and total square footage. These are all very confusing, and this happens to be a condo, but in other properties, such as a house, these 3 numbers would all be different. Let me show you an example with one of my listings. So here, the above grade square footage is 6,830. However, if you go down here, you'll see that that doesn't count the finished space in the basement. This house is 3 levels. The above grade is only the main level and upper level. But that doesn't really fully reflect the total square footage of the house. If you add the basement in, this is actually the total square footage of the house, 9,830. Some websites show it as 6,830, and some websites show it as 9,830. Clearly, 3,000 square feet is a significant amount of space, so you may not be getting the accurate picture. The third place that there's an issue with data integrity is in the days on the market calculation. So we'll take a look at another example right here, days on the market and CDOM, okay? So this stands for cumulative days on the market. All right, so you have 2 different numbers, 185 and 357. So which one is correct? Right? How long has the property been on the market? Is it 6 months or is it a year? Well, the answer is both. So what happened was this property was listed for a period of time and then it was taken off the market, but it wasn't taken off the market long enough. So our MLS requires it to be off the market for at least 60 days for both counters to reset. If it is taken off the market less than 60 days, you get this discrepancy. So what happened was it either was taken off and then relisted by the same agent, or it was taken off and relisted by a different agent. So in this newest listing period, it's been on the market 185 days. However, it was clearly on the market with another agent or with the same agent prior to that for probably another 175 days or whatever the difference is to 357. So the real days on the market is 357. However, some websites display the 185, some display the 357. So again, it's very confusing. The moral of this story is the best resource to get the most accurate information on any property is a licensed real estate agent who has access to the MLS. Thanks so much for watching this video on data integrity. I look forward to making more videos on transparency as well as other useful tips. As always, please feel free to reach out with any questions. We're always happy to help. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.